Mark 4. What did Jesus do when he was teaching by the lake when the crowd grew large? Answer. He taught the people from a boat. Question 2. How did Jesus teach the people as he sat in a boat? Answer. In parables. Question 3. What happened to the farmer's seed that fell on the path? Answer. The birds ate it. Question 4. What happened to the farmer's seed that fell on the rocky soil? Answer. It sprang up quickly but was withered by the sun. Question 5. What did the seed in the rocky soil not have? Answer. It did not have any root. Question 6. What happened to the seed that fell among the thorns? Answer. It was choked out. Question 7. The seed that fell upon good soil produced all of the following except answer 80 times. Question 8. How did Jesus finish his parable of the sower of seed? Answer. He who has ears to hear, let him hear. Question 9. In being asked about the parables, how did Jesus respond to his disciples? Answer. The secret of the kingdom of God has been given to you. Question 10. Why did Jesus say he taught in parables? Answer. So that those on the outside may be ever seeing but never perceiving. Question 11. Jesus taught in parables, and what would those outside not be able to do for forgiveness? Answer. Turn. Question 12. What did Jesus explain as being what the farmer sowed? Answer. The word. Question 13. What does the seed that fell on the path symbolize? Answer. Some people where Satan takes away the word as soon as they hear it. Question 14. What does the seed that fell on the rocky places symbolize? Answer. Some people who have no root but last only for a short time. Question 15. What does the seed that fell among the thorns symbolize? Answer. Some people who are choked out by the deceitfulness of wealth. Question 16. What does the sun that caused the plants in the rocky soil to wither represent? Answer. When trouble or persecution comes. Question 17. What is characteristic of the good soil that the seed fell upon? Answer. Those who hear the word and accept it. Question 18. Where does one not put a lamp? Answer. Under a bowl. Question 19. What is meant to happen to what is hidden? Answer. It is meant to be disclosed. Question 20. Who does Jesus say should hear what he is saying? Answer. Those who have ears. Question 21. Jesus said, who will be given more? Answer. Whoever asks. Answer. Whoever has. Question 22. Who will get taken from him even what he has? Answer. Whoever does not have. Question 23. By what measure will you be measured? Answer. By the measure you use. Question 24. Jesus said, what is the kingdom of God like? Answer. A man scattering seed on the ground. Question 25. Which of the following was not a listed stage in the plant development of the kingdom of God? Answer. The seed sprouts. The other correct answers: the stalk is produced, the head, the kernel in the head. Question 26. What does the sower use to harvest his grain? Answer. A sickle. Question 27. What did Jesus say was the smallest seed they plant? Answer. Mustard. Question 28. What happens with the branches of the mustard plant? Answer. Birds perch in its shade. Question 29. How much does it say that Jesus spoke the word to them? Answer. As much as they could understand. Question 30. What did Jesus do when he was alone with his disciples? Answer. He explained everything. Question 31. How did Jesus speak to the people? Answer. With parables. Question 32. When evening came, what did Jesus say, leaving the crowd behind? Answer: let's go over to the other side of the sea. Question 33. What happened as they crossed over to the other side of the sea? Answer: a furious squall came up with waves breaking into the boat. Question 34. Where was Jesus when their boat was almost swamped by a furious squall? Answer: in the stern, sleeping on a cushion. Question 35. Who said, Teacher, don't you care if we drown? Answer: the disciples. Question 36. What did Jesus do to calm the stormy water? Answer: he said, Quiet, be still. Question 37. After stilling the storm on the sea, what did Jesus say to the disciples? Answer: why are you so afraid? Question 38. After stilling the storm on the sea, what did Jesus say to the disciples? Answer: do you still have no faith? Question 39. What was the disciples' response to Jesus stilling the storm on the sea? Answer: they were terrified. Question 40. What did the disciples conclude after Jesus stilled the storm? Answer: even the wind and waves obey him.